I wanted to tell you, I saw you for the first time in Denver in August. And up to this time, everything's been going great. And since August, my daughter and I went, and we've had all kinds. I've heard you say all hell breaks loose once you start on this path. And I've been on the path, but after having seen you, I felt a shift. And now I've got a physical manifestation. And it's like, what in the hell happened?
There's no hope for you. Get out. Well, there isn't anything that makes you more aware of what you want than to be in vibrational discord with it. And we have dabbled in our message to you all morning here. But this is what we really want you to hear. Negative emotion or even negative experiences are catalytic in helping you to identify what you want.
Yes.
And when you are asking in a strong way, then in a stronger way you work the bugs out of your experience. In other words, that's all that's happening.
Yeah.
If you can accept that nothing is ever going wrong, that it's just, these are just clarifying moments,
Yes.
then you won't compound them and make them something that they are not. Your words to us were quite strong about what's gone wrong, and nothing's gone wrong. It's all going right. But you've got to define what you want. Sometimes you're limp, sometimes not just you, but you're afraid to ask. Sometimes you've been asking for so long that you're tired of asking. But mostly what's happening to most of you is that your awareness of what is so strong that when you start getting hold of what you really know, some of those old beliefs have to fall by the wayside. And as they fall by the wayside, it is an uncomfortable experience.
And I do understand that that is what's happening. I don't think I'm going to croak from this. I think that this is here to take me to my next wonderful place.
It's here to help you to define the specifics of what that is. Mm-hmm. In other words, since you are a creator, and since all things are possible, and since this time-space reality has inspired a lot of desire within you, and since it can deliver it to you, then since all of those things are true, don't you want to be keen and focused about what you're asking for?
Absolutely.
Esther's been spending time with a friend, and they can't find a movie that they want to watch. And they keep thinking that this one looks pretty good, and they've got access to it through any means. In other words, there's no movie that has ever existed or has recently or in far past existed that they don't have ready access to through all of the contraptions that they have. They can find it all and watch it all. And in all of that plethora of moviedom, they can't find something that is really, really satisfying because nothing is on the leading edge where they are. Mm-hmm. You see, you can't go back. Mm-hmm. Oh, you can entertain yourself a little there and a little there. But the thing about movies or what other people create and spoon feed to you is that they want to put all the stuff in there. Oh, you know what they want to put in there? They want to put in the pathos. They want to put in the unwanted. And you know why? They want to help you to define the wanted. In other words, they're trying to bring you alive. That's what makes people say it was a good movie. Oh, I feel more alive now. In other words, they'd want to, you go in feeling pretty good, they drag you to the depths of despair, mm-hmm. and then they bring you sort of out of it, and you say, oh, I feel great now. No, you don't. You don't feel as good as you felt when you went in. You just feel better than you felt when you were in there at your lowest depths, you see. But in the same way, life is giving you that variety to sharpen your awareness of what you want because it feels good to focus. It feels good to define what you want unless you don't believe that once you've defined it, you can have it. That's why we always begin these gatherings. Do you know what you are wanting? Are you appreciating your desire? Do you like desire? Do you like the evolution of your desire? Do you like the expansion of your desire? And the answer is, yes, I like it if I believe that I can have it, but I don't like it if I believe that I can't. In other words, you don't want too strong of tug of war going on inside of you.
And that's what I think has happened. There's been a little bit of, I've gone farther than I've gone.
Well, it's only from lack of focus,
yes,
and only
yes.
from lack of attention to the way you feel. That's all. Because when you care about how you feel, then you guide your thoughts. And We haven't talked about this today, but it's a good thing to wrap up with because it is a practical tool that will serve you very well. And that is, since you want to feel good and you can feel good in any moment that you can't feel good, it's because you're being too specific. That's always the answer. You've got too much momentum going that won't let go of you. And so if you can step into a more general place, and the more general place that we have been advocating in these hours that we've been together, it'll work for you every time. You are source energy in physical bodies. And the larger part of you is aware of who you are. Keenly aware of who you are and with you all the time. And you cannot get away from the feeling of resonance or lack of resonance with that. The fact that that part of you exists is the reason that you have emotions. And you cannot, no matter how hard you try, you can't mute, you can't limit, you can't cover up, you cannot deny your relationship with the source within you. You can't deny it. So when you're consciously aware of it and advocating on your own behalf to align with it, then you begin to notice that when you say nice things about yourself, you resonate with the source within you who only feels nice things about you. When you say nice things about others, you resonate with the source within you who only feels nice things about others. When you look for your limitations, you separate yourself to some degree from who you really are because the source within you does not see or know or will never give attention to any limitations. When you're mad at yourself or mean to yourself or to anyone else, you pinch yourself off from that, you see. The existence of your source, of who you really are, is always with you. And if you want to live happily ever after, if you want to drive the car you want to drive and spend the money you want to spend and have the fun you want to have and be with the people you want to be with, you've got to find that resonance with that energy who knows the path between where you are and where you want to be and will constantly give you guidance. There's never running out of any of it. It's like the genie that continues to give you endless wishes. Endless, endless, endless from wherever you are. Always another wish and always another answer. Always, you see. So, chill out.
Yeah.
Be easier about all of this and recognize that you cannot get away from your goodness no matter how hard you try. You will never be able to separate yourself from the attention of source. And your emotions are the indication that that is so. So, as soon as you make the decision to just go with source, go with the ideas that source has about you. You're a winner, not a loser. You're abundant. You are a creator, not a victim. You have resources. You are not depleted. Clarity is there for the taking for you if you want it. Just play with it and compare yourself to not one other. It'll get you off your trail. Just let your relationship between what you're asking for and what you're realizing in any moment, let that be what it's about for a little while. And then watch what happens. Feel what happens. We promise you it'll go far past emotion. We're not telling you this just because we want you to be happy in the absence of the things you want. That's not what this is about. We want you to be happy, and the things you want will come. But if you need the things before you're happy, it's backwards. Be happy, and the things you want will come. But if you need the things before you're happy, it's backwards and won't happen. Be happy. Just be happy. Trust the process.